All right, time to get the stuff here working. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's how it works. Okay, I get you. Anyway, what's up, y'all? This is Lunella Lafayette. I hope y'all are doing good. And well, let's just say my parents are off at the skating rink doing who knows what. And D over there, he's just having a good nap. Let's just say he was watching this Godzilla movie over there and he's knocked out. And I'm in this soundproof room to ignore his snoring because he was snoring so loud that I could not even think. And my friend Casey, she said she will be here, but I don't know where she at right now. Maybe she must be busy with her dad's or something. Who knows? Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to work this out. All right, that shouldn't be too bad. Uh, mm, Look, y'all, I may be a genius, but I have flaws, all right? All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No way. Oh, hey there, Geo Heroics. And let's see, Chevy. Hello there, Chevy. And don't worry, y'all, I won't be alone. Casey says she'll be here in a bit, but who knows where she at right now? Casey, is that you? Oh, I think your mic is off. Oh. Don't worry, Casey. You can take your time. No rush, all right? Hey, Red Sonic Bros. Yep, y'all, it's Moon Girl Magic. Don't worry, y'all. Casey will be here in a bit. She just taking a little bit. Because I know she said she was gonna be a little busy for a bit because she was with her dad's, but I won't rush her. Let's see, who else is there? Hey there, Chevy One. Hello there, AJ.
Here we go. There's two. I don't know why there's two.
There's two Caseys. Which one's the real
Two.
Casey?
Wow.
That is hilarious. Let's see, is that your working icon that was gone?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, some technical difficulties here.
I was about to say, you having difficulties over there? Because I know that your technology over there is kind of difficult.
Well,
Has your dad's been working on it lately?
I was, but I'm here now.
At least he's finally here, y'all. And basically,
Girl
let's just
investor
say
is here. Oh, God.
that's right, my bestie. My only bestie in school. Besides Eduardo, but you know.
Who was this? Yes.
But who knows? I bet Eduardo, if he was here right now, he probably would be messing with you. Because I know that you can't stand him, especially when he's being a clown.
Shower.
And before y'all ask, Eduardo is not my boyfriend, okay?
Oh, he's a friend.
Totally. Yeah. He's a friend, even though he's been my friend before I met Casey, to be exact. You always do that annoying, that Rubik's Cube. Y'all know that Rubik's Cube. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, the Rubik's Cube.
He'd still be impressed about the fact that I would be able to solve the Rubik's Cube without even looking at it, because, well, I am the smartest kid in school. You believe me, don't you, Case?
I believe you, Lou.
Thank you, Case. And plus, you actually you've been popular. You've been popular for being as like the prettiest girl in school, to be exact. Let's see. AG here says, have you ever gotten out of the shower and feel tired as heck? Yes, numerous times, especially when I come home from school and after doing all them projects and building stuff. Yes, I'd be so exhausted. And as a secret, your work. Let's just hope nobody in New York heard that. Well,
You're
of
pretty
course,
much the first real friend I ever had, Lou.
same to you, Case. And the fact that we both had nicknames for each other, it makes it even better.
Hmm. OMG. We have nicknames now.
I've been waiting for this my whole entire life.
Finally, I've been dreaming about this.
And it's finally happening. Besides that Wardo. We will never ever forget Eduardo. And you guys remember that one time when he had to be my partner and I was
Oh,
freaking out?
I'm talking to my best friend, Lou.
Who was that? Was that your dad in the background?
Oh, sister.
Oh, you got an adopted sister over there? You didn't tell me. Oh, wait, you're going to say I didn't ask, didn't you?
Did.
And if I didn't ask, I'm sorry. And let's see.
Just one of her school friends. Just one of her school friends just coming over.
Oh, you're like one of her friends in the background? Like one of her popular friends?
Oh, yes, my school friend. My bad. I misspoke.
You actually
Yeah, I'll do the school.
So you asked your dad so they can come over?
Yeah, she did. Don't worry, Lou. You don't have to worry. I know how protective you are of your bestie.
All right then, because if anybody hurts Case, something bad will happen.
By the way, Case, is it possible for Lou to help me with my homework? Because I have some geometry homework I need to work on.
Of course, that's cool.
Oh, geometry? Okay, that's easy. I can totally help you with that. Basically,
Thank
everybody
you. Thank you.
No problem. That's the power of Moon Girl magic.
Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing food. Don't mind me. I don't want to interrupt the stream.
Okay, no problem. Just be careful back there, because we all know Casey. She does have a lot of makeup stuff over there, so be careful with her stuff.
Yeah, she does. I had to move her lipstick and her hair dryer out of the way so I could grab the ear cleaners.
Sorry, my makeup in the way.
No, you're good. You're good, Case. Don't worry about it.
But you know what, Case? I'll never forget that one time when I was feeling so insecure about my hair, and when you was trying to do my hair, it kind of went all over the place.
Well, you have beautiful hair, Lou.
which I do appreciate. And I learned to accept my hair for how it is because I'll never forget when that girl in our class was making fun of my hair, talking about it's
Yeah,
messy.
she didn't know anything about good hair if it hit her in the face. I mean, girl, we all have great hair. And plus, I've seen the pics of you and Casey. You both have gorgeous hair. And Lou, your hair is fantastic. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Why, thank you. That's exactly the confidence I need. And thanks to my mama,
Oh,
Mimi,
oh,
she
by the
helped
way,
me
if
out.
you don't know who I am, Lou, I'm Casey's friend Lizzie. I recently came to the school.
Oh, so
Yes,
you're new
my
around there? Eduardo was talking about you, and at first I didn't know what he was talking about at first, but now I had to say it's great to finally meet you.
Yeah, I'm not part of the stream. Don't mind me. I'm literally just sitting here eating food. So don't mind me. I won't be listening in.
All right, no
That's gonna
problem.
make Casey laugh. So
And just keep a lookout on Eduardo because he likes to mess with people, and I swear
I
he
got
gets on
you,
my
fam.
nerves with
Don't
that.
worry. I'll shut up now. Let you get back to your stream. Don't mind me.
Okay, but if you want to join in, you can if you want. Well, your choice, depending, but don't worry, I won't rush you.
I want to comfort Casey over here. She's dying of laughter. She's like, "What are you doing in my stream?"
oh, I don't mind. I don't mind my school friend being in my stream.
And now you got two school friends, Case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's dying. All right,
And
I'm
a
just
toy.
gonna keep on watching this. Shut up. For real. Sorry about that. Honestly, I had no idea that you girls were streaming when I came over.
Oh yeah. I did tell you about it, Liz. Just forgotten.
Yeah, I forget a lot. Hence why I need help with homework because I forget a lot of the stuff
Yeah.
that the teachers say. Mostly because the
Oh,
classes I have are pretty boring, but that's not my fault.
oh, don't worry, I can help you with that because sometimes not even our teacher in science class knows exactly what he be talking about, and so he be asking for me for help.
Mood, yeah.
Like, no
Anyway,
offense,
I'm gonna
but
go. Don't mind me. Have fun, girls.
What's this
like
gonna
no
eat?
like no offense, teach, but I think you might as well. Well, he's still trying to look for someone to teach science class, but he still needs a little help on things.
You should be the teacher, Lou. He calls himself a science teacher.
And he doesn't even know how to say geometry right. He keeps calling it geometry, and I'm like, what is geometry? It's geometry.
Geometry.
Can you believe Which is kind of funny because I know you're not in the same class as me, but still. But you did came over to class at one time when you was trying to find that outfit to wear, like that sunny dress or a spicy dress, which of course I did say always go spicy.
Oh yes, my spicy dress.
But you nailed it though. You nailed it on that picture day.
Hey Lou.
But if you did wear that sunny dress, maybe that'll be better for you to wear it in the summertime, even though it's summer right now, and that's why we've been out of school for a bit.
If you ever need help fixing your hair, Lou, I got you.
No problem. Did you get that hair product that I asked for you to get, like before you used that actual straightening hair product, which didn't work on that hair?
Oh yes, I got it.
Okay, you made sure, like you made double sure.
Triple sure.
All right then, I trust you, Case. Or if our Wardo switched it, I'm gonna get him.
I made sure he didn't get it.
All right, let's just hope he didn't, because you know how he is. He's such a prankster.
Oh yeah, Eduardo.
And he
Typical Eduardo.
and it's funny, you two be talking to each other in Spanish sometimes.
I
And yes, everyone, it is true. Eduardo and Casey do be talking to each other in Spanish.
always translate to you what we're saying.
Which is kind of funny because sometimes I'd be like, huh? What you say? And well, yes, I may be a genius, but that doesn't mean I know like all languages, but I'm still practicing on it, at least. And it's honestly always important.
You can
Let's
always
see.
learn from your bestie here. Any words?
Of course, and I'm still learning about that. What you call it? That Hanukkah holiday? Because you are part Jewish, correct?
Correct.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're part Puerto Rican, and well, actually, you're Puerto Rican and Jewish. That does make sense. And how does it feel celebrating those holidays? Like, whenever is it like around Christmas time? Is when you celebrate like Hanukkah?
Yes, it's around Christmas time.
I definitely got to try that out. And maybe at some point you can celebrate Kwanzaa with me and my family.
Oh, totes. Totally.
That could be a double treatment. That would be worth it.
With like getting gifts for Hanukkah and the 8 days lighting the menorah.
Oh yeah, you know it. And of course, we could probably have a big party over at the skating rink. That would be a ball.
That'll be a
Or
blast.
we could totally roll with it if you get me.
Roll with it.
Which is so funny. Ever since we came up with that name, Mama's been grooving with it. And of course Dad too, which well mostly Mimi and Pops, they definitely be partying with those.
Groovy.
They used to be like, we roll with it. And then we decided to call the skating rink that.
That was just the perfect name.
And I was like, yep, we roll with it. And what do we do whenever things go wrong? We roll with it.
You roll with it. Groovy.
Like we just roll with it.
Just roll with it.
So let's see, who else is there? Abstractness. Hey, why thank you. Thank you, Abstract. And of course, if you guys are wondering, nothing has been happening over here in New York lately. So I decided to do this because I was bored and I was pretty much home alone. Because yes, my parents and my grandparents are over at the skating rink right now, and it's super packed today. Like I'm telling you, Casey can tell you how packed it was.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it gets super packed at the rolling rink. Like
Especially in
every day.
summertime. Woo, in summertime, those days be packed. Let's see. Let's see. Shadow 86 YT. Hello there. It's great to see you. I like that name, Shadow 86. It sounds like a very groovy, what you call it? Like a groovy main character, like in a comic or something. And yes, y'all, I still read them comic books. Them comic books are very, very classy.
Ooh, comic books. You're so fun.
And not to mention, they are very beautiful too. Like, especially when they're beautifully detailed, it is gorgeous. Let's see. An abstract here says doing more adventures with Moon Girl and D and oh, why thank you. And after all, we're always ready for an adventure. And D is too, but he's sleeping right now in the other room. And that's why you don't
I
hear him
was
snoring. That's why you don't hear him snoring right now because I'm in the soundproof room.
ah,
Like
I
trust me,
was
Casey. Like trust me, Casey. He was snoring so loud that I couldn't think straight.
oh dear.
Which is so funny because earlier he was watching this Godzilla movie and for some reason he was feeling sleepy and he was knocked out in about like 30 minutes.
Lodi.
I was like, Big Red, you are always so I don't know what to say to you, but of course he's a big puppy. That's why I love him so much.
Aww.
Like Casey, you get along with him as well. And the first time, the first time you saw him, you was so freaked out.
I'm sorry, I was freaked out. I was freaked out and scared. So I wasn't sure if he was gonna like go after me.
Because after all, I don't blame you because he is huge and well, I thought he was the coolest thing ever when I first saw him, and my mind was so blown that I was able to bring a dinosaur into this world. Like, can you believe that?
I can't believe that.
And people be like, dinosaurs are extinct. And it's like, well, yeah, but then in other dimensions, they are still alive. Oh, and speaking of other dimensions, I did had a moment where I did meet this one video game character, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I don't know how I did it, but she just came into my world, and I was so blown away.
Oh, what video game?
So that video game character who I saw, or who should I say, brought into my world, is in fact it's Vanellope Von Sweets. You remember from that game Sugar Rush Speedway?
Ah, yes.
I was so blown when I saw her in person. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But what's weird is that I was so used to seeing her like pixelated because it was like an old game. But then now, but when she was right in front of me, she was so detailed, like almost human.
Did we play that? Did we play that game together?
Let's see. I think when we was at the arcade, we actually did play it because what's crazy is that that game is still around, and I thought that game was gone because I know it's a very old game.
That's pretty awesome. It's still around.
Right? Like that was insane because I know that some games they be gone, but then once I bumped into her, it was like so cool. And I thought of creating this cool device so I can meet other characters from other dimensions. That would be really awesome.
That'd be cool to bring in Penelope Von Schweetz in here.
Yeah, right? That would be totally cool. I've been trying to work on this device to see if I can talk to other characters from other dimensions, like the ones who I've been friends with. I think I did give her an advice before she left to return home back to Sugar Rush Speedway.
Mm.
But the truth is, I wonder if she knows how to make it work because I know she's from an old timeline where the technology wasn't like up there at the time. But I'm sure she's trying to test it out. Probably has one of her siblings helping her out, I think, because I think she said she had more siblings, I think.
I'm sure we could work out something to have her in here for us all to hang and chat.
That would be so cool because your mind will be blown like talking to an actual video game character.
And seeing like all of our different like styles and outfits.
Right? Like, cause I do have to admit, I always liked her tomboyish style because it does fit her. Like, let's say, what kind of color? What's the flavor of that candy? Was it mint? It looks like mint, but even though her name is Vanellope, which is vanilla,
Oh yes, it was mints
which is funny because she did smell like more like mint than vanilla. I really thought she was gonna smell like vanilla.
or like chocolates in there, but it was like just like mints.
Oh, do you think it's probably because of the smell of her car? Because her car did smell like cake.
Yep. Oh yes, it was her car. It's a race car.
And I was like, this smells delicious. Even though I'm not too much of a candy person, but I will eat it whenever I feel like it. But I will never forget that let's see, what was that character you was playing as when we was at the arcade? Let's see. I think you was playing as was it what's her name? Taffeta? Were you playing as Taffeta?
I think I was playing as Taffeta.
I think you chose her because she kind of reminds you like, being popular and stuff.
Oh yes.
And I was like, I chose to play as Penelope because after all, becoming friends with her. And what's funny is that you did thought I was crazy when I first told you about how I met her.
Oh, crazy in a good way.
But at Wardo, he took it too far. He was like, no, 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 no. You gotta be kidding. You actually met a video game character? Girl, you're crazy.
And he was probably thinking like that only happens in movies. But no, it happens in real life too.
Like, of course it can happen in our world, because after all, does he not remember that there is a dinosaur in this world?
I think he forgot that part.
Because I know he's not the brightest guy, but still. Somebody needs to help that brain of his. Sometimes I wonder what he be thinking about.
I wondered
Oh,
too. I was like,
and also, do you also know what's weird? Is that this one time, do you remember when somebody at school was making rumors about the fact that Eduardo was trying to like give me a flower or something on Valentine's Day?
I wasn't believing that rumor.
And I was like, no, that has to be insane. Eduardo and me? Nah, of course not.
Mhm.
Because I seriously hope that rumor is not true because you know how some of these people are in school. They always be spreading rumors about people.
Just ignore those rumors. They're just jerks.
Which I hope they be joking because I'm like, no. Sometimes I have a hard time believing in rumors, but if they think that is true, then
It's like we're older than our age, 13. We're like more mature than all of them are.
which is hilarious because I'm like, we're supposed to be acting like little children, but yet we're really pretty smart for our age, especially me.
You could be a teacher if you wanted to.
Maybe I'll give that a shot. Maybe if I do become a teacher, like a scientist teacher, ooh, a scientist teacher, that would be so cool. Showing
Totally
the
cool.
showing the beauty of science. Now that would be fire. Like picture how fire it'll be, chat. And also, if y'all have any questions for me or for Casey here, y'all can ask us any questions you want,
Anything at all.
even the funny ones.
It would be totally fire.
like
Teaching
if you're
science.
if you're about curious about like how my lifestyle is, what's going on now, and how I handle crime, how does D over there handle crime, and also how much makeup Casey can do.
I can do loads of tutorials and styles with makeup.
And she be nailing it because y'all remember she did do my makeup that time, like when we was at a dance party, and she did do my hair, and it was fantastic. Ooh, and we got a question here. Let's see. Jaden says, so how does it feel knowing that you live in the same universe where Carnage exists? Oh, Carnage. I have to say that's it's at the same time cool and terrifying at the same time. But the one who I'm usually afraid of, I have to say it's Venom. I do not want anything to do with Venom.
Oh no, Venom.
Like, forget him. I'm not dealing with him. I don't mind meeting Spider-Man, but Venom, no. Oh, and speaking of Spider-Man, I do get along pretty well with Miles Morales. You guys know him, Miles Morales. He's like a big brother to me.
Hmm.
And what sucks is that even though I'm the only child, he's like the closest thing I have to a sibling.
It is very sweet.
Isn't it, Case? Because can you? Well, actually, you already know what it's like because you and me both are like the only children in our family.
Oh yes, that's why we get along so well, and we just like clicked from the beginning.
We sure did, and we're like sisters to each other. And honestly, if you was my sister, it would be a dream come true.
Oh yes, you're my sister.
And I'm sure you wouldn't mind having Miles Morales as a brother, would you?
I wouldn't mind that.
Because that would be a cool dream. Ooh, let's see. Another question. Let's see. Does it help that Carnage is stronger than Venom and is bonded to a mass murderer psychopath? Okay, you know what? I do not want anything to do with Carnage. I'm done. I do not want anything to do with that crazy psycho, okay? I ever see him, I'm gonna cry.
Oh no, don't cry, Lou.
You know, wait a minute. I'm saying that and yet I'm a tough girl. I've been fighting villains who are way worse. I fought against a troll. I fought against some robbers. I fought against, well, pretty much anything. Heck, I even fought myself. I fought my own hair.
Yes.
And is it crazy? Yes, I did fight against my own hair, and I realized my hair is pretty much fighting the same way as me because it's a part of me.
My best friend amazes me every day.
You know it. And that's why I want to take better care of my hair because my hair is very important.
It's a part of who you are.
A very big part of my culture, indeed. And Miles Morales, he takes care of his hair too. Even though his hair is not as big as mine, but he still takes care of it.
And for me as well. Even though my hair isn't big like that.
Which is so funny because when your hair blows in the wind, you look just like Pocahontas.
Aw, thank you, Lou.
That's why I was like, oh my gosh, your hair. Because you look just like Pocahontas.
I'm a Disney princess now.
I guess you could say you are. You would be like a modern Disney princess.
Yeah.
And before any of you ask who's my favorite Disney princess, I have to say it's Tiana and Pocahontas.
Oh, totally.
But of course, it'll be Tiana because she'll be like the auntie that I will always want. Plus, I heard her food is like really, really delicious.
Oh, her baguettes.
Oh, you know it. That New Orleans style type of food, I bet it's so good.
Mm. I want to try that.
Me too. I would love to go to New Orleans one day if my parents and my grandparents are okay with it.
And my parents too.
Because, yes, of course, it does cost a lot of money, but, it'll be worth it because we be getting a lot of money lately, especially at the Roll With It skating rink.
We're practically like adults at 13.
And you know what, Case? Do you actually get, like, actually a lot of money from, like, your makeup videos, especially them tutorial videos?
I make like a decent amount.
At least you'll be making it rich. And, of course, I know your dad's be making lots of money.
Oh yes, my dad.
They be rich. Oh, and also, do you guys have any more questions? We can always answer more questions. And take your time. You can ask Miss Lunella in case anything. And also, if you guys are curious about my hair, yes, I did style it like this for what you can see in the profile right now because I do want to try something different with my hair. As much as I do like my puffs, like in pigtails, I do decided to give it a break sometimes and just let it, be like this. It adds the beauty.
The beautiful, luscious hair.
Yep, I love my locks. Or should I say I love my braids or my afros or anything. Just like my song said, my hair is a mood.
Mood.
My hair's a mood. So, any more questions, folks? Ask me any questions you want. And you can ask Casey questions too if you want.
Definitely, anyone can ask.
Anything y'all want. Let's see. Checking the computer here. Okay. New York is still looking fine right now. There's no trouble going on. And oddly, no police sirens today. It's very weird.
That's odd.
Because I kind of gotten used to hearing those police sirens pretty much almost every day, but today is actually very chill. It's very weird.
There's like always something going on in New York.
But then all of a sudden, it's so peaceful today. I guess even villains need a break. Oh, hello there, Zero. How you doing? That's a cool name, Zero. It kind of reminds me that let's see, there was a character named Zero. Who was it? I think he's from that game called Mega Man, I think.
Oh, Mega Man.
Oh, you played Mega Man, Case?
I think we did play that too, right?
I think so. I think maybe at the arcade, I think. I could be wrong.
Sometimes I can't keep track of the games that we play at the arcade.
Because we promised that we play almost everything.
Literally everything.
And we did bet to see if we can get how many tickets. And I think you beat me at getting lots of tickets. Because you were taking it seriously.
Well, I was taking gaming seriously.
You kind of were, because you was like, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you.
I think I was just in the zone. I didn't realize.
Maybe you were, or maybe it was because Eduardo kept buttering you up.
Oh,
Because I
how was he? How was he buttering me up?
like you remember when he was like, "There's no way I'm gonna be beaten by a girl,"
Right.
and he kept being a smart aleck. Like Eduardo thought he was just the smart aleck guy in the world, but you proved him wrong.
Oh yeah, I wanted to prove him wrong because I was getting tired of him doing that.
And of course he he just stormed off somewhere because he was so mad, and it was so funny.
He
I
totally showed him.
I wish I would have seen his face when he got so mad because he was not happy at all when you kept beating him.
I was on a roll.
Oh, especially in those rhythm games. You were killing it with those rhythm games.
I didn't even know myself I was that good.
I guess because maybe I think it's because back then you might have did a video when you was kind of trying to do like dance moves.
I remember that.
And then I think you said that you quit probably because I guess maybe it was like out of style and you decided to just work out more.
Work out and try other like new stuff.
Which you definitely did, and you were taking it seriously when you work out. You even kept telling your father to keep paddling when you knew that he was gonna stop.
That that saying like no pain no gain.
That's exactly what you kept telling them. And honestly, when we be at the gym, like you remember when we was at the gym and we were actually killing it for like who knows how long? I guess maybe like an hour, I think, with all the workout
For like
skills.
hours.
And of course, I was practicing my martial arts because I'm still getting good at it. And yes,
You kill it.
everyone, that's how I beat the villains over here in New York. I've been practicing martial arts over at the gym, and I'm still killing it.
My best friend's killing it with the martial arts.
I've been killing it. And everybody still asks to this day, who is Moon Girl? Well, the answer is, well, I can't give away too much because I'm afraid some people will be watching this in New York and probably will find out who Moon Girl is. But keep giving her props, okay?
Am I trying to learn it too? The martial arts with you?
Of course, definitely. Because after all, who knows the like that one time when I did injure my leg and you had to take over the spotlight?
Oh, yes, definitely. I had to help you out, Lou, my best friend.
Of course. And I did understand that, it was very nerve-wracking because, doing all them dangerous activities like I do, even though I can be a bit reckless at times, but still.
I felt like a little bit out of place, like because being in your shoes for that.
Especially with the whole intelligence thing, because I know that can be very tough, especially when you have to outsmart your enemies. Those are no joke.
That was a bit challenging for me, but I did it. I made you proud.
You sure did. And after my leg got better, I was able to go back to being Moon Girl again. Like,
Like,
what a ball it was.
what'd you say, Lou?
I said, what a ball that was. It was a total
Mm.
ball.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it was fun being in your shoes, but there's only one Moon Girl, and that's you, Lou.
Oh, you know it. And I know it can be very dangerous, especially when you had to fight against them villains. Very dangerous thing. And when they did mention that when fighting crime is dangerous, I didn't realize they actually knew how dangerous it would be until I did it. Especially that one time. You remember that electric lady?
Oh, that electric lady. I was I was very nervous,
I was too, honestly, because my everything was shaking.
and I didn't know what was gonna happen.
And I was so scared. And luckily, I was so glad we found out that she was the reason why we kept having so many blackouts.
We kept wondering what was with all the blackouts, and we found out why. It was the electric lady.
And it was awful too, especially when my family almost lost the skating rink because of her. That was that was almost gonna ruin my life.
And you need that business to keep going and make money.
And I thought we was gonna lose it for good, especially that Knish shop, because them Knish were Knishalicious.
I was so worried for you and the family, Lou.
And I did almost gave up that time because I was pretty scared of what that electric lady would have done to my family, especially to Dee.
But I kept reminding you about all the things, and we just kept going.
And I was so glad to get my spirit back. And I was so glad you didn't get rid of the costume because who knows what would have happened to that costume.
Oh, the extra costume I had for you.
Yeah, yeah, the Moon Girl costume that I gave to you because I did gave up on that moment because I was scared.
Oh yes.
Because I thought you were real serious when you said that you got rid of it, but you actually did.
Oh no. I don't know why I even said that. I didn't mean it though.
Which I'm glad you are joking. Then don't worry, folks. We always do joke around each other because that's what best friends do.
My best friend and my sister. We're like blood sisters.
Yeah, I know it. We are like the closest things to each other to being sisters. And let's see. Do you guys have any questions for me and for Case? Or like anything related to our universe? Because I know that we're all connected to the Marvel universe.
Eh,
And I think Disney too, because Disney did own the rights to the show. And basically, we're just here being a part of Disney and Marvel.
We're in the mix of both.
Like, it's insane, ain't it? And I did ask
Insane.
Mimi Impossible for if we can call the Avengers, but of course the Avengers had more important stuff to do.
Oh, you were gonna call them here to the stream?
Like I was gonna call the Avengers like way before the Moon Girl action came in because I was like, what about the Avengers? They can help. But then Mimi was like, nah, I don't think. Like, and Mimi was like, I don't think they even know our street.
Oh, okay.
And they had bigger things to worry about.
That's understandable.
But still, it would have been cool to meet them. I would have met
Oh,
Captain America. I would have met Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Black Widow. That would have been so cool.
oh yes.
Oh, especially Iron Man because his intelligence kind of reminds me of my own.
Uh-huh. And he's one of my friends like uncles too. Same last
Oh,
name.
he is?
Yes. The last name's Stark.
Oh my gosh. I guess you could say that. I guess you are part of the. Well, I guess you could say your friend is part of the Iron Man family.
So I would love to meet everybody from Marvel too.
Same. That would have been so cool. I would have had a great time meeting Iron Man and the others. Even though what's surprising is that even though I already did met Spider Man, but he was honestly the coolest guy ever.
Do you guys have selfies together?
Oh, me and Miles Morales. Yep, you know it. I didn't meet Peter Parker though. I met the Miles Morales Spider Man.
Oh yes, Miles Morales. I remember you saying that earlier.
You know it because he is like my big brother. And honestly, I wish I could see him again because I kind of miss him.
Oh, where is he?
I think he's still dealing with other stuff right now because I think he was in college. I think he still was in college during the time when I met him, and he was a cool dude when I first met him. When I first met him, I thought he was gonna be like those weird, annoying type of teenagers, but it turns out he's not so bad.
Hmm. You just needed time to get to know him first.
You know it. And when we took a selfie together, I still kept that picture in my phone as a memory, and I did put in the closest thing I had to a brother.
Miles Morales.
I always get props from Miles. And surprisingly, he was telling me about the fact that there were other Spider-Mans in other universes, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And when he was mentioning about this one Spider-Man who was like a rocker, I was like, "What? There's no way." But then when he showed me a picture of him, I was like, "Whoa." I was so blown away.
Rocker Spider-Man.
Oh, you know it. And when I saw that hair, I thought that hair was incredible. And at the same time, I did wonder how did he fit all that hair under his mask?
uh, maybe use
But
like gel or something.
must have. And then at the same time, somebody might be asking me, how do I put my hair in my helmet? I just wrapped it in a ponytail. And then once I put the helmet on, it pops in the back.
Mm.
Ooh, we got an
Vanilla
interesting.
looks. Oh,
Let's see. This question here says, I've been wondering, what are your thoughts about the Avengers? The Avengers are awesome. I love them all. Let's see. My most favorite, my most favorite, Iron Man. And let's see. My least favorite, I don't know. I don't think I have a least favorite like that. Maybe, who would it be? You know what? I don't think I have a least favorite. I do have the most favorite though, which I did say Iron Man, but least favorite, I don't have one yet. What about you, Case?
For me, Avengers are pretty cool in my thoughts, and my favorite one is also Iron Man 2.
And you don't have a least favorite either, don't you?
Oh no, I don't have a least favorite.
Because if I did say that, then maybe they would have seen this video and they would have thought I was being kind of mean.
Oh no, not at all.
Like I am not gonna treat them like that. Let's see, who is that? Oh, hey there, Superior. How you doing?
Hi, Superior.
Ooh, a hedge fox. That is really cool. Is that like a combination of like a hedgehog and a fox? Like
Foxes are adorable.
Like, have you seen those little critters? The way they wag their tails and when they're rolling and the noises that they make? It is the cutest sound ever.
Kind of like dog-like creature.
Ooh, what's this here? It says, let's see. Do I know who Deadpool is? Yep. And I have a hate and love relationship with Deadpool.
Huh. Why the love-hate relationship, Blue?
I have to say, he's very funny. Like, he's a very funny guy, but then there are times where he's so over the top to the point where it kind of annoys me, and I'm like, okay, you're doing too much.
Oh, when he's too serious.
And when he's very serious, it can be quite terrifying. But when he's like goofy, like 24/7, sure, it makes me laugh for here and there, but then it starts to annoy me after a while. Kind of weird. Yeah, I know.
I get that, Lou.
Like, what do you think of Deadpool, Case? Do you think he's funny or annoying or both?
I think he's both. I like the more funny side of him when he's like dancing and joking around.
And then if he takes it like too far, it kind of annoys you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, especially them inappropriate jokes. They go over my head, and I'm like, okay, no, I can't deal with inappropriate jokes.
That's the end of the line for me.
Because I already had to deal with those annoying inappropriate jokes from Eduardo, and it drives me nuts.
We don't need more. Since we already deal with that with him.
And he already gets on my nerves about it. Oh, he said a hedgehog and a fox. That is really cool. I really thought that, well, actually, hedgehogs and foxes, would they actually get along? Like in reality?
Well, you know, in the Sonic universe, the Sonic and Tails.
Oh, that. I think I remember, let's see. I think I remember Penelope mentioning that about like this blue hedgehog that she was talking about. It was a Sonic, was it? That's his name?
Yes, it was Sonic because he was in the movie too and in the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in the movie. He was in the background, and I did see some other arcade characters in the background. Like I saw, let's see, I saw Dance Dance Revolution and what was it? Street Fighter, Tapper, Pac-Man, Frogger, and Dig Dug. Oh, Dig Dug was my favorite.
TikTok. So many games.
I used to play that game for hours. Like, can you believe that? And there were times where my mom or my dad had to tell me to go to bed, but I can't stop playing that game.
It's a really fun game, so I get that.
Like, it's so much fun. And I also did like to play what was that game? Galaga. That one was my second favorite.
Galaga. We're going back.
Like way back. And I remember those games like it was yesterday. And I'll
It's
never
like
forget that time when my parents introduced me to those games, and I've been hooked on video games ever since.
it's like we're 13-year-olds stuck in like the 80s or 90s.
Which is so funny because our home was a big deal during that time. And I think they said our home was kind of like a dangerous area at the time, around like in the 90s, but then everything started to get more to the chill side and things are getting a lot better now.
New York was dangerous back in the 90s.
Oh yeah, because I think my mom and dad was mentioning about during the time when they were like together, things got pretty dangerous around here.
Oh,
And even Mimi and Pops can tell you how many times it's been quite a dangerous zone around here.
like with like crime or or the other stuff that happened back in the 90s.
Oh, yes, especially the crime. And the fact that I wasn't around at the time to like stop it, it would have been very different. Because who knows what would happen if I wasn't around or if my parents never met. Who knows what would have happened to this town?
I don't think it would be good.
Like, not at all. It would have been A very dangerous zone. Oh, and also, let's see, what was the name? It was Jaden. Let's see, Jaden, do you have any more questions for us? Because I'm really starting to like these questions. They're really good questions.
Yes. Hi, chat. You can ask me or Lou any more questions, or just like keep it going and flowing.
Because I'm always available to answer more questions. And Superior, if you have one too, then I can answer it too. Just keep in mind, folks, no inappropriate questions, okay? Very important. Okay, so everything good over there? You're fixing your makeup stuff over there?
Oh, everything's good. Just fixing up my makeup and making sure it's organized here, not in the way of anybody.
Making sure they don't fall over because I think you would freak out if one of them breaks.
I would freak out and probably faint.
And I would have to give you lots of water. Like it is a disaster.
I never thought I would be like the popular girl and like so much into makeup.
Which is so funny because I really thought when I first met you, I really thought you was gonna be one of those like mean popular girls, like the ones we see in those movies, like them popular mean girls. But it turns out you were actually a very nice girl, which is a good thing.
Oh, yes, because I wouldn't let anything make me like mean or anything like that from movies and stuff.
Especially since all I can say, those type of characters, they're kind of cliched now, especially when you look back at it. Like, sure, it was popular during the time when they first did it, but now it's kind of cliche now.
Very.
And some of those cliches, some of them can work if you can make it work. But then if it doesn't work, then no, best not to.
And like anything like Mean Girls are going through, that's why they like bully others about like what they're going through at home or just anything inside. But that shouldn't make them like that.
Ooh, especially when they hurt that person real bad. Like really, really bad. And that's not a pretty sight at all. Ooh, and especially if they go to the hospital. If they end up in a hospital, then that is completely over for that person for bullying them.
That's going too far.
Like real far.
I can't just be like, happy and positivity, no bullying, name calling or fighting violence in school.
And we all learned that the hard way in our school. We all try to make sure that we don't cause any trouble to each other.
And always have each other's back, Lou. I always got your back.
Same thing to you, Case. Always gotcha. Ooh, let's see. This one here, it says, so new Lunella. Can you talk about the Punisher and his morals? Because frankly, he's too wrong in the head. Oh, the Punisher. Where do I begin with him? The Punisher, I have to say, I kind of feel bad for him because he was going through so much. And that's why he turns out to be the person he is. Especially like in that, I think at one point, I think I remember that he was living in the sewers and he was so cold and so distant towards everyone, especially what happened to his family. And honestly, if my family ended up getting hurt like that, I would have felt the same way. Like I would have gone distant and cold and don't want to be around anyone. Even though I know he's like very messed up in the head, but at the same time, you do got to feel really bad for him. And he might need some therapy and a few new friends to help him out. Like you guys get what I'm saying, don't you? And the same goes to you, right, Case? You get it, right?
Same goes for me too, Lou. I feel bad for him.
And I would try my hardest to try to be friends with him, but at the same time, he is very intimidating and I am kind of scared of him. But if he's willing to show a more softer side, then I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I probably might remind him of his kid. Maybe.
Mm, you would make a great impression, Lou.
I sure will. And I would invite him to the family, like make him like my uncle, like an uncle who's very good at combat. That would be really cool.
And plus you get along with everyone, Lou. As do I.
Totally. And I try my best to get along with everyone over here at the Marvel Universe because even though there's so many of them, but I still try my very best. And I would make sure to bring in a good impression, especially with Captain America. I will try my very best to bring in a good impression for him.
So it's always good to for the people you know, and later on in life, they'll protect you too.
Like always. Oh, this let's see. This says I haven't forgiven him for what he did to Stiltman. Okay, that situation, yeah. Even though he's been doing a lot of wrong stuff, but at the same time, you do got to remember that he's still messed up in the head, and it causes him to do all these crazy decisions. And the man needs help. He really does need help. Like I think almost everyone in the Marvel universe needs some help.
Everyone needs help.
And definitely need therapy. And if you mention Carnage, I do not want anything to do with him. I do not want anything to do with that cuckoo bird. Let's see. Anybody else in the Marvel universe? Oh, how could I forget? Bruce Banner. I actually would like to do science experiments with him, but when he transforms, that's when I kind of get very scared.
Oh, who is it?
You remember Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk?
Oh, yeah.
I honestly
I'm
would
just
like to
so
do science experiments with him.
I'm just so used to calling him Hulk. I almost forgot his real name.
Don't worry, I was like that too. I kept calling Captain America, but I just gotta remember what's the name, Steve? Like see, like that. I forgot already.
Isn't it Chris Evans?
What was Captain America's real name again? I am really sorry. Is
I
it
think
a Steve?
I think it was Chris Evans, I believe.
Oh, you think so? Oh, it was Chris. And I said Steve. What is wrong with me?
Oh, that's okay, Lou. I help you remember stuff.
It's okay though, because sometimes I do forget like their real names. Is because uh oh, it was Chris Evans. That is so funny. Silly me.
We
Thanks for
help
the
each
help,
other
Steve.
remember.
And of course, the other Marvel characters I would like to get along with. Let's see. The other one was what's his face? Um,
The Black Panther?
oh yes, the Black Panther. Yes, all the yes to him. I would love to get along with the Black Panther. And his home, Wakanda, is absolutely beautiful, like breathtakingly beautiful. Like I would
Wakanda
totally
forever?
love. Yep, you know it, Wakanda forever. I would love to go there. It would be a great vacation, and meeting Black Panther. Oh, that would be a dream. Oh, let's see. Ever wonder what Spider-Man's rogues fear the most? Here's him when he stops talking. Oh, yes, when he stops talking, that's when you know that he is serious and is not gonna play around. Because we all know when it comes to a goofy character, when they do not make a joke or when they don't talk at all and have that serious expression on their face, that's when you know that you are dead.
Something's wrong.
Like, it would not be a pretty sight.
Oh no.
Like, not at all. The Black Panther is Chadwick Boseman. Aw, rest in peace,
Aww.
Chadwick Boseman. I would have been so happy if I did meet him. It would have been a dream come true. But I know that he was going through like cancer at the time and he didn't tell anyone. And sometimes sometimes things like that, I have to say they sometimes would be for the best. And sometimes when you don't want to tell anyone the truth about like what's going on, you don't want to hurt them or want them to cry, you know?
You never know what's like someone's going through in like their darkest times.
And it do be very, very tough. Ooh, this is a very interesting question. Let's see. It says, would I ever want to meet Ghost Rider?
Ghost
Ghost,
Rider.
Ghost Rider, I am scared of him. He is way too scary for me. I'm too scared of him. I don't know if I would want to meet him. Like, don't get me wrong, his bike is cool. Everything about him is cool, but meeting him in person, it is terrifying, like absolutely terrifying.
I agree, Lou.
Because do you remember when we saw him that one time when we was at the Marvel Carnival or something like that? When we saw him, we were so scared that I had no words to say to him at all.
We both were just speechless.
And it was very scary. And the heat that I felt from him, it was too much for me. Like I couldn't handle it. My glasses were getting foggy.
His whole aura was just too much for the both of us.
And it was terrifying too. And he made my hair puff out more because of the heat.
And
Could
I
you
had to help you.
Could you remember my hair was in pigtails, and when he got too close, my hair just puffed out.
Oh yeah, from the heat. And I remember I had to help you. I had to help you fix your hair then too.
And it was very embarrassing. Actually, not too embarrassing, but well, actually, yeah, it was a little embarrassing. And let's see. Your favorite Avenger will be Rocket. Oh, you mean Rocket Raccoon? Rocket Raccoon is really cool.
Ah, is it a rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, him. He's really cool. And of course, I did freaked out the first time when I meet him because basically he's a talking animal, and I did freak out.
Oh yeah, because you never thought you would be like a talking animal and ever in your life.
Like ever. And the fact that he spoke right in front of me, I tried my best to remain calm, and instead I did scream, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy.
You're not crazy, Lou. I don't know why they just looked at you like that.
They were like, "What? You haven't seen a talking animal before?" Well, in games and movies and TV shows, yes, but in person, no.
Because you don't see that. You don't see those kind of things every day.
Like not at all, and it's kind of freaky. And let's see, the Ghost Rider named Robbie. Oh, you mean from the Fast and the Furious? Let's see. When I was younger, I actually was not allowed to watch that movie as a kid because my parents thought the movie would be too, what's the word? Um, too inappropriate for me because I was like too young at the time.
Also, like
Didn't-
mature rated R or something.
Yeah, and I think during that time, my parents thought I wasn't ready to watch that. And you know what, Case, weren't your parents the same way about like certain movies that they said that she wasn't allowed to watch them because they're too mature or too violent?
Oh, oh yes, my parents were the same way, and plus you know with my religion too.
Oh, that makes sense, especially when they talk about religious stuff. And I guess you can say they said no to that.
They said no.
But that's okay. That's understandable. And when some movies took things too far, I was not allowed to watch it because I remember My dad used to tell me that I was not allowed to watch that movie Menace to Society because of it's too violent, it's too mature. And when I sneaked into my parents' room to see it, I actually was so intimidated that I decided to not watch it after.
We have amazing parents that look out for other kids. Look out for us.
I sure do. That's why I love my mom and dad. And I always love my Mimi and Pops. I always give high respect for them. That's why I love them so much.
Aw. And they're like my
And
second family too.
oh, I sure do. Your dads are like really cool. They are really cool. And very chill too. Who'd have knew how chill they would be?
Oh, you were gonna say something, Lou, before I
Oh,
said something.
oh yeah, sorry about that. So I was basically gonna say, let's see. Do you folks have any more questions about any other Marvel characters that we would like to meet or like get along with or don't really get along with? And maybe if there's any characters in the future that you guys would like for us to meet, which would be really cool.
Definitely. Oh, oh yeah, chat. I'm not ignoring you. I was saying hi. Hi to the chat earlier, and if anyone has any questions for me or for Lou, just let us know.
Always don't forget, people, you can always ask Case anything. And me, of course. Or if you have a question for both of us, then you can definitely do that. And remember, no rush, okay? Take
Take your
all
times.
take all the time you need.
We'll be here all day.
Unless any crimes happen, but still.
And that would be our cue to go.
Ooh, another interesting question here. Let's see. What about Thor? I respect Thor. I have huge respect for him.
He's
But I have to say, I don't have too much to say about him because I wouldn't say that he's my favorite, but I still respect him. And I do like that they call him Goldilocks because of his hair.
his long blonde hair.
And I remember some of them girls. Oh, you remember when we was at school that some of them girls be going crazy over Thor? Like they admit that he's a gorgeous man.
Oh yes, they were pretty much like fangirling over him. They thought he was this hot hunk, hot hunk.
Which is hilarious. And they be and they used to go crazy over Captain America. You remember how many girls were like going all crazy over Captain America, especially when he came to visit our school that time?
There's like hundreds and thousands of girls all around.
They were all over him. Like it was insane. And he was impressed that both of us wasn't like going like crazy all over him. And even though I did blush a little bit, but I still appreciated his presence.
We know our boundaries at 13.
Of course, because our parents did taught us manners. And yes, folks, when I blush, it just means that I kind of get nervous or, shy.
And our parents brought us up right too.
They always taught us to make sure to always respect any like anyone, like pretty much even if they are celebrities or like heroes, always respect them.
And also to like treat them like they're a person too, not just by their acting or like just their appearance in movies or shows or anything like that.
Especially the fame. Whenever you get famous, people go crazy. Like they go crazy when they see you. And that's why they be having these bodyguards around them that whenever they go out, like whenever they want to go get something to eat, like at a restaurant or go somewhere like on a plane to like travel around, they always have to go somewhere to make sure it's private so people won't be all over them. Or they got to have bodyguards so that way people won't crowd around them.
Also for protection and security, so someone doesn't try to like do anything over the top to them.
Which is very understandable, and I don't blame them. And I think the same thing will happen to me once I get older.
And when you become famous, Lou,
Oh, you know it. As soon as I become famous, it's gonna be a whole story. And honestly, when you do get famous too, it's gonna be a different story.
like when the both of us do.
That is funny. Oh, this
Mm.
says here, some great news. The, the Notre Dame Church. Oh yeah, it caught fire like 5 years ago, but then it's reopening on December 8th. That is fantastic. I am glad that they
Oh,
actually rebuilt it because that whole situation, when I found out that it caught fire, I was in shock. Like I was like, who would do that?
that was wild.
It was insane, and it's crazy how some people just do crazy things.
People do things that are just not. It's like there's no words for it.
Like it is insane. Like sure, all the crime stuff that be happening around here, they do be insane, and at the same time, it's like, would they take things like that far? Like really, like that far?
Did that church? That church was here in New York or somewhere else?
I think it was. I think it was in Paris. I think. Yeah, I think it was
Oh,
Paris.
Paris.
Oh, and speaking of Paris, I really would love to go one day. It would be great to go.
Oh, yes.
And it'll be
Like
cool to meet this like let's see, like meeting some characters who actually are in France.
go together, go together, or like a whole family trip there.
That would be so much fun. And maybe, just maybe, I could what's that thing? Oh, it's the electrical issue. Why does that sound so
Oh,
familiar?
electrical issue with the church.
Yeah, that sounds so familiar. Electric. The electric lady. Did she do this? Did she do
Electrical
that?
lady. I have a feeling it was her.
Oh goodness, if she did that, I'm gonna be so done with her. If I see her again,
Oh, I
I'm
was saying before, like when like we both become when you were saying about becoming famous, like the both of us.
Oh, when we become famous? So, oh yeah, when we was talking about that before we saw the comment.
Oh yeah.
When we both become famous, woo, things are gonna be so different.
Cause I'm like I'm pretty much like your best friend, blood sister, and like manager too.
All at once. And definitely a helping hand whenever, like let's say if I'm sick or if I get injured, you would definitely take the spotlight.
Oh, definitely. I always got Lou's back. Your back, Lou.
Cause y'all know it, especially that one time when I did broke my leg.
I had to step I had to step into your place and take on a big role with big responsibilities that you had to do.
And they always mention that in the TV shows that being a superhero does have a very, very big responsibility. And well, you know what? Everybody in the Marvel universe know that being a hero is a big responsibility, especially Spider-Man. He definitely knows.
I can't see my life without you, Lou. You're my best friend.
Totally, because if we didn't met, my life would have been so different. I still would have been like in my lab just doing whatever. And heck, I never would have met Big D.
That's right. It was all because of meeting me. You met D2.
Which is so funny because it's like when when he came running by in New York at night, you was like filming a video and you was like, "What in the world?"
I didn't know what that was at first.
Because you're like, "How could something that gigantic could be running around in New York City?"
I
And now
wanted to
I
find out.
realize. And now I realize majority of superheroes do in fact live in New York City, which is crazy now when I think about it. Let's see, nothing important. Okay, that was nothing important. It was probably my parents texting me.
You're-
Let's see, and let's see, what was my other thought? It was right there. The other thought. Any other Marvel characters that you guys have in mind to ask me in case?
hmm. Oh, I have one in mind. Uh,
Which one is
what
it,
about
Case?
Black Widow?
Oh, Black Widow, she cool. I honestly would get along with her very well, and maybe she can teach me some new martial arts skills or two.
And I love her style too.
And as for the gun part, I probably would not touch a gun because I don't. Well, actually, I would use my own guns because I create my own guns, but the actual pistol gun, no, I'm not using that.
Make sure you're always careful and safe with the guns that you make, Lou.
Oh, I definitely will. I always make sure to do some useful tricks with my guns.
As you know
Like
me,
that one.
your best
Like
friend,
that
your girl
one.
here gets worried.
Like that one gun that I made with a bubble. That one was so much fun.
A bubble gun?
There's a one bubble that can trap anyone in there. It's always useful. Just gotta make sure it doesn't pop, though.
Oh no, animal hunting.
Oh, animal hunting? Oh, that is something I do not do because I love animals. I would never harm them. Unless it's like an evil villain one, then yeah. But if it's a cute little animal, I would not hurt those things.
I'm sorry, I can't do it either. I love animals too much.
Like they're too adorable. Who wouldn't want to hurt an animal? Well, unless you're like a actual hunter, then that'll be a different story. But I won't judge.
Hey Lou, when we were at the arcade, did we play the dunk hunt? Or did they have that game there?
Oh, the duck hunt game? Oh yeah, they actually did had it there. Like you remember when we was picking up those little guns for that game? And it was actually pretty fun. And I think we were tied during that score thing.
Oh, that's right, we were tied. But we would never do real animal hunting. So I honestly felt bad shooting the ducks and like having that feeling of wanting to shoot the dog too, but I didn't want to.
Oh, that dog was like at first I didn't have the problem with the dog, but the fact that he laughs at you when you miss the ducks, that is honestly a problem.
That was such a troll. It made me wanna also
He did drove me crazy.
at first I didn't know what the game was until we got into the game. I was like, oh, what is this?
Like it'd be a lot. Ooh, Chevy here says, love lots of animals like birds and dogs. I actually love all kinds of animals, and I'm not too sure what type of person I am when it comes to animals. I'm not too sure if I love dogs more or cats more, but I guess you could say I'm more of a dinosaur person now because I do own a dinosaur for Pete's sake.
Here you have the experience, Lou, with the dino.
Yep, with Big Red in the other room, since he's still sleeping right now. I love my Big Red.
Hmm. I think you could pretty much say that you're just an animal lover. You love all animals.
Of course, I always love all animals. And of course, I think when I was a little kid, dinosaurs actually were my favorite animals. And the fact that I have a dinosaur right now, it was a dream come true.
You never thought you would have a dinosaur as a pet, Lou?
It was honestly a shocker. That's why when I first saw Big Red, when he came into the portal, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever.
I thought it was too, even though I was freaked out at first when we both met. Oh, when you met the both of us. Oops, sorry, slip of words.
That's okay. I've been messing up my words too. It's like tongue twisted.
Let me get some
Yeah,
water real
remember
quick.
And remember, everyone, we're still human, so we mess up our words. Oh, yeah, and I'll be right back, too. I'm going to drink some water as well. Always stay hydrated.
That's right.
Ooh, that water was refreshing. I feel so much better.
So refreshing and just good water. H2O.
That's right, everyone. Always drink your water. It's always important. Okay, let's see. And keep it up, everyone. We love answering your questions. These questions are really fun.
And we love interacting with everyone in the chat.
Like, this is actually a lot more fun than I thought. I thought it would be kind of tough, but this is actually very fun. And maybe next time we can add some more folks, like maybe others from other dimensions, and maybe possibly even Penelope if she figures out how to work that computer that I gave her.
Definitely.
She's probably still testing it out right now. But it's okay. I won't rush her. If she's still willing to test out that computer, then we'll see. Maybe at some point in the future. Let's see, what is that? VR stream? I never tried that, but maybe at some point in the future, once I figure it out, maybe I'll try the VR stream. Maybe.
Can you handle VR, Lou?
Mm, let's see. I was testing it out, and honestly, it was kind of difficult because I was like, "Oh my goodness, how am I supposed to see out of this thing?" And I still gotta test that thing out. Let's see. And any more questions, anyone? Keep it up. Oh, and you can even ask me like what's my favorite like let's say movie or a TV show or video game, pretty much anything. And same for Case as well. Let's see. How is New York looking right now? Still peaceful now. Let's see. There's no crimes going on. Still weird.
You don't think anything's up though, that it's so quiet and peaceful?
And it seems like Roll With It is still crowded, which means Mama and Pop and everyone, they're still gonna have some time out there. Mom and Dad, Mimi and Pops.
That's like another home there at the rolling rink for me too.
It'd definitely be so much fun, especially when we be having those party nights. Ooh, especially if it's like a holiday theme, like Halloween or something like that. It'd be so much fun.
Or like birthdays too.
Ooh, especially when it's somebody's birthday, they do be making sure that everybody has a blast whenever it's somebody's birthday.
And we make it special and groovy.
Just the way they like it.
Oh, you
And
sound far away, Lou.
Oh, sorry about that. I was actually checking out to see if D is doing okay, and he's still asleep.
I hear his snoring.
Ah, Big Red, what am I gonna do with him?
Give him belly rubs and treats and toys.
Especially the hot dogs. He loves them hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
It's okay. I don't blame Big Red. He's a good boy. He's such a good boy. Let's see. Any more questions, anyone? There's so many other characters that I'm thinking of in the Marvel universe, but there's so many of
Oh,
them. I kind of can't recall which ones.
hmm,
Let's see. Let's see. Chevy here says my dog always snores a lot when she sleeps and needs.
that's
I've
so
been hearing a
sweet.
lot of stories about everyone's dogs be snoring, and at first I thought it was a joke, but I actually found out everybody's actually real serious when it comes to dogs snoring,
They're like humans.
especially when they're so deep in their sleep.
Huh. What kind of dog do you have, Chevy?
Is it a pug or is it a Labrador or like a retriever, like a golden retriever or a Rottweiler or what was the other one? A Saint Bernard.
Ah, Beethoven.
Gotta love Beethoven. He's such a good dog.
I loved that movie too.
And weirdly enough, I did wanted a dog, but my parents couldn't afford enough money to get a dog, and I was like, maybe it's best to not get a dog.
It was just like a sign. It was a sign, and then you met Big Red.
Yeah, then Big Red, and he's pretty much the closest thing I had to a dog because he does act like a puppy.
He's pretty much your dinosaur that acts like a dog.
And he's such a good boy.
Oh,
I love Big Red.
and
Oh,
a
a
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua? A Chihuahua?
Yep,
Those type of dogs, I'm not too sure what to say about them. They're adorable, but I think they're more like a popular rich kids type of dog.
they are tiny but mighty.
They're very something else. Oh, but them Pomeranians, I love them Pomeranians.
Their fur is so like fluffy and soft.
And their cute little tiny face. They look like little mini lions.
Definitely.
The way they bark, the way they jump around when they're so excited, it's so cute.
I was thinking of doing I do styles with hair too, and like styles for like animals too and their fur.
Oh, actually, you were thinking that? Like giving a dog or like any animal like a style that they want, like when they get groomed?
Oh, oh yes, I was thinking about that too.
That actually would be pretty cool, and maybe and maybe those people who love dogs can definitely give you more views from those.
And to like help me get more of the money.
Like that'll be amazing. Picture how amazing that'll be.
Like for the both of us, not just for me.
Like getting all that money that we need, that'll be incredible.
Along with at the rolling rink too, plus that and the new idea I have.
Ooh, maybe we can do something really cool with the skating rink. Like maybe give it like a bit of a theater look and maybe some more arcade games on the side. That would be so cool.
Ooh, good idea. Or a touch of gaming in there.
Which I'm sure everybody will love, especially them arcade gamers who win them high scores. They be killing it.
It's gonna get even more packed if we do that idea.
That means we're gonna have more people, and then you know what that equals? More money.
Our money.
All that money. Can't go
So,
wrong with let's see, how do people call money? They call it greens, they call it salads, they call it
oh,
what
moolah.
oh, the moolah, they call it that, and what else?
Uh, some other
Um
slangs.
Or as
Uh,
my dad calls it, cha-chang.
Cha-chang. I like
Every time he says
bread
that, I
or
just die.
paper.
Oh, the paper? They call it the paper?
That's like a slang. They would say like paper or bread.
Oh, the dough. When they call it a dough.
So
Like I got the dough. Who wouldn't want all that money?
I know we do.
Once we get all that money, we will definitely be killing it. Like totally killing it.
like young adults.
Like being so young and being rich at our age? Like what? That would be a shocker. Unless they're the type of kids who already have lots of money because their parents or family members like very rich.
Oh, that's true.
So I think we have some kids in school that are kind of like that, like the ones who have lots of money.
And some that I know.
Because I'm like, wow, how much money do you have? Do you have like millions or billions or even trillions if that's possible? Ooh, and being friends with a rich kid?
Well,
Casey, how does it feel to be friends with someone who's rich? Like, does it feel very special to you or different?
it feels different. Um, I just don't like when they like flaunt about their money, and we don't have like that.
Oh, you mean like when they brag about it?
Yeah, when they brag and talk about all the nice stuff that they have.
Like in the back of your mind, you're thinking, wow, that's great, but you got to use it for other stuff. But then when you're talking to them like in person, you're like, wow, that's amazing.
Oh yeah,
They could at least use their money for other stuff besides just buying stuff that they don't even want.
or that they don't need either. They could
Could they
say
be
that.
acting like could they be acting like that they want it, but then once they buy it, then they don't even use it. Oh, and Chevy here says, I'm saving up tonight to buy my own vehicle. Oh, that's good, Chevy. Maybe once I turn like either 15 or 16, I think my parents would teach me how to drive so I can drive my own car.
Like start out with a permit
Yeah, like I will start off with a small car though because I got to get more comfortable first.
and like especially in New York, the traffic is like ooh.
Oh, the traffic being insane. Oh, especially during rush hour traffic. Do you remember that time when we was waiting for my dad to come pick me up, but he got stuck in rush hour traffic and we had to wait for like either like an hour or 2 hours for him to come pick us up?
Oh yeah, it was a few hours until he got to us.
I remember being so bored. I'm like, Dad, where you at?
Stuck in traffic.
Like I was a little mad, but then at the same time, I kind of understand because New York is no joke when it comes to rush hour traffic. That's why my mama, whenever she comes pick us up, she always makes sure she's in line first, so that way we can avoid rush hour traffic.
Your mama knows.
Yeah, Nana knows everything. She always want to make sure she comes just in time.
And she knows all the like shortcuts and back roads and everything.
Oh yes, she does. She pretty much has been. I think ever since she started driving, she always try to make sure she does whatever she can to remember like certain areas of the road, like which one's a shortcut, which one's a longer way. And whenever she takes some shortcuts, she is right there.
That's amazing.
But as for my dad, he doesn't really pay attention to the road too much, but he's just mostly just be he mostly be chill when he be driving.
He's more chill than mom.
Which is so funny. It's like mama takes things more seriously, but dad, he's just chill. He's just one chill dude.
I think because she has more like experience.
Which does make sense. And I guess you could say that explains why I be chilled most of the time because I'm pretty much am like my dad. And I think I
Oh,
noticed I do got my dad's like eyes and lips, but I do got my mama's hair.
you resemble both your parents.
Yeah, no, I got them strong genes. Strong genes from mom and dad.
Me too with the Puerto Rican Jewish.
Like that blood's been passed on to you. And I'm sure when it comes to holidays, you be super busy with that case. I'm pretty sure you do.
Oh, oh yeah, super busy and like very into the holiday.
And I'm pretty sure. So, and I do know that sometimes our parents want to make sure everything is perfect, like make sure the whole situation when it comes to the holidays is absolutely perfect.
Everything can't be perfect though.
Because I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect. We can just make it look like this, and then we just do our own unique twist to it. It doesn't like have to be 100% perfect.
Make everything look neat, organized, and
And make sure we have like all the drinks and the food ready. Always get the food ready because the food is always very important.
like food is life.
Like what they always say. And also, like my Mimi always says when it comes to food, when you make that food right, it be groovy-licious.
Delicious.
And I'm like, Mimi, you got it.
I love the cooking at I love the cooking at your house.
Oh, you do? And especially, and you remember when you tried my Mimi's spicy chicken? And at first you thought it would be like really spicy. And when you tried it, it had that bit of a kick to it, but then it turns out to be really good.
Oh yeah. As you know, me with like having Puerto Rican in me and like, being immune to like really spicy foods.
And then it'd be like real good. And you'll be like, whoa, this is fantastic.
I love spicy.
Just like what I said about your dress, always go spicy.
Always so spicy.
And you nail it.
You can handle the spicy too, Lou?
Let's see. If it's got a little bit of kick to it, yes. But if it's too much, then no, I can't handle it. Like I do love the like let's see. I do love that Jamaican food. Some of the Jamaican food, they do be having like that bit of a kick, like the spicy food, but it'd be so good.
Oh 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 like Jamaican patties that have like spices in it.
Oh, those are delicious. Them Jamaican patties, they are so good. And I'm like, how do they make them this good?
or like jerk chicken or pork or things like that.
Ooh, the jerk chicken's good. But as for the pork, no, I can't eat pork. Last time
Oh,
I
me
ate pork,
either.
it gave me an upset stomach and I was so upset.
Oh no.
Like it was not cool.
Oh yeah, I don't eat pork either because of my religion.
And do you remember when we was at the arcade and Wardo was trying to force us to eat the pork, like the pork sandwich that he had, and I kept telling him no.
Like I'm sorry, man. I don't eat that.
And then he had the nerve to say, suit yourself. And I was like, yeah, you do that.
We have like other good meats that we can eat,
Like I had a
like steak
delicious,
and stuff.
like indeed, I remember I had that delicious veggie burger and it was so good.
Oh, yummy.
And what was that sandwich you had? Was it like a cheeseburger or was it like a hamburger that you had when we was at the arcade?
Oh, it was like a chicken sandwich.
chicken with like did you add ketchup in it or it was like no sauce in it?
Oh, chicken with lettuce and mayo.
And now when I look back at it, it did look real good.
Ugh. I love beef and chicken.
And I did love the fact that we were sharing our fries, but Eduardo had kept trying to steal like all the fries, and we kept telling him, "You got to share." And you remember that moment when he was about to take the last fry, but I slapped his hand away before he can grab it.
I remember that.
He was
But
like,
enough.
"What was that about?"
Not so fast. It's mine.
And I was laughing so hard the way he said, "What was that about?"
You're right.
And I was like, "Well, too bad. You shouldn't have touched the fry." And everybody must know I'm all about them French fries because I love them French fries.
You're so good.
They are absolutely delicious. And sometimes I dip them in ketchup whenever I feel like it, but sometimes I like to eat it by itself whenever I'm not in the mood to put ketchup in it.
Or like put salt on it or something.
Thirsty.
Also like let's see, what was the other sauce that I liked? It was
Uh,
gee, what was that sauce?
Was it honey mustard?
Mm, actually no, it wasn't that. I think when I tried that, I didn't really like it too much. But I did like the other one. What was it? I think it was the wow,
Mm.
what's that called? I think it was like some type of was it like a filet a sauce or something like that? Like something that you dump in with the fish?
I'm trying to remember. That was.
'Cause I think I
Uh,
remember I had it for the fast food that one time when mama and I was trying to get like some fast food like that, and I had a fish sandwich.
oh, is it like hmm, ooh,
Oh, tartar sauce. That's what it's called, tartar sauce.
tartar sauce?
I absolutely love that tartar sauce. When you put it in a fish sandwich, it's like paradise.
Tartar sauce, SpongeBob.
Oh, speaking of SpongeBob, I have been trying to create this device to see if I can actually meet him. Like to see if I can like create a device where I can go underwater and actually meet him. That would have been really cool.
Oh, totally. Like being underwater, meeting everybody. SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Pearl, Plankton. Like so many.
Like so many characters in SpongeBob, they're like, there's so many of them to meet.
Wow.
But if SpongeBob was here, he would definitely bring like a very what's the word? Optimistic personality in here.
Oh, oh yeah, optimistic and funny.
As we all know, he is a very goofy guy.
I don't think we would be able to like stop laughing.
He definitely would have lightened up the mood with his funny jokes. And let's see, what kind of other stuff have I been trying to create? I also have been trying to create another device where I can actually meet like let's say some characters from Avatar: Last Airbender. You remember that show, Case?
Oh, I remember that. Aang, Katara. Um. Oh, who's the
The brother?
guy?
Uh
Brother?
oh, the brother? Sokka, right? His name's Sokka?
Oh, Sokka. Oh, oh yes, Sokka.
I thought it would be really cool that if we were able to meet all of them, that would have been so cool. And I would also like to meet Toph and Zuko. Definitely Zuko.
Oh, oh, what was the name you said before? Zuko?
It was that blind girl, Toph. Yeah, Toph, that's her name.
Oh, tough.
I found it cool that even though she's blind, she's very strong, especially for a person who's like blind. Like no offense to those who are blind out there in person, but that has to be really amazing to still like do other stuff even though you can't see anything.
She can definitely navigate around. She's so strong.
And I did like the fact that people said that even though when you lose that one sense, like if you lose your sense of hearing or sight or smell or anything like that, your other senses get stronger.
That is true. Your senses do get stronger.
And I absolutely love that. That shows you can do anything despite your like, disability.
Oh, I would also love to meet was it Aang's flying bison, Appa?
Oh yeah, Appa. You're allowed to be that big bison?
Oh yes. And the other one, Momo.
Oh, Momo. I love Momo. He is the cutest thing ever. Who wouldn't want that cute little lemur?
Oh, aw.
And
Like,
let's
see,
see.
you see, we're animal lovers.
That is true, everyone. We still are. And let's see. What other characters would I like to meet? Let's see. Maybe, if possible, maybe we can meet this maybe some other video game characters or maybe other movie characters.
Ah. I'm thinking. Let's see.
Like there's way too many of them to name.
Oh, what? Let's see.
Hmm. Let's see. What's the face?
Oh, oh, like Kate Ash or something.
Oh, which one?
Oh, Kate Ash.
Oh, Kate Ash, definitely. I gotta admit that guy is like very attractive.
Well, very mature for her ages, so we know how to keep our urges and stuff to herself.
Oh, and you mentioned about like the other characters, like oh, that's the game, the King of Fighters, correct?
Oh yes, Kingdom Fighters.
Like that game, the King of Fighters, it was amazing. You remember when that and we were having combo like very hard to.
Oh, 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 could you repeat that, Lou? Your signal kind of went in and out.
Oh, it did. I'm sorry. I was thinking like, you remember when we was at the arcade and we was playing that arcade game, the King of Fighters, and some of them combos were very hard to pull.
Oh yeah, that was so challenging.
And I was like, you have to do all of this? This is a lot to read.
Just do all that just for like one or two moves.
And especially since a lot of characters, they have like so many different button combos, and it was insane.
Oh my god.
And I was like, geez, I can't believe this.
This is too much for me.
And don't get us wrong, folks, the game was fun. It was just that the combos, they were very, very difficult. And I thought that Mortal Kombat and what was the other game? Street Fighter, I thought those had
Yeah.
difficult combos.
Oh yeah.
Like the
Oh,
combos in the King of Fighters, it definitely makes the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat look like child's play, like in comparison to some combos.
like so easy.
And very, very,
So very what you said?
and very tough. And let's
Mm.
see, what was the other game? It was oh, you remember when we was playing that Rambo game, that John Rambo arcade game?
Oh, Rambo. I had a bit of a crush on him too.
Wait, Case, you had a crush on him too? I thought I was the only one.
Oh, we both did. We both did.
And do you remember how jealous that Wardle was when he talked about, that guy's not that. He's not like all that.
Oh, oh yeah, he doesn't like hearing us hearing we like have this crush on like adults or anything like that.
He'd be so jealous whenever we talk about how attractive some guy looks like in a video game or something like that. And I
Like,
and I used to, and I used to tell him, "Don't be jealous."
don't be jelly.
Like, how
Cause
could he be jealous?
we wouldn't get upset if like he had a crush on like adult woman or something.
Which is kind of funny because I think when we was playing Street Fighter, he did had a bit of a crush on Chun Li.
We were like, and aren't we like kind of teasing him a little?
We were like, "Oh, you like Chun Li and Wardell?" And he was like, "No, no, I don't. What you talking about?"
Denying it.
He always be denying about what he likes, which is so funny. Like, what's the next thing he was gonna deny about what he likes? And it kind of reminds me when we was at school, he did try to give someone a flower at school, which I'm still having a difficult time believing. But then somebody came up to him and asked him if he had either had a crush on me or on you, and I think I ran away before I heard his answer.
Oh, we both ran away.
Yeah, because we were laughing.
I wonder who it was for then.
Because I kind of wish I didn't ran off with you until like I found out the answer because I'm still kind of confused about who Eduardo likes, especially since he's been hanging out with both of us a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because it makes you wonder who could it be? Hey, chat, do you guys know who Eduardo likes, if it's possible?
Was
But
it
if nobody
Lou?
knows yet, then it's fine.
Is it Lou or is it me?
Because I have to know.
We both have to know.
And we have to know when he was carrying the flowers on that day, on Valentine's Day, who was he trying to get the flowers to? But if nobody knows, then it's fine. Because I won't force it. See, New York is still looking fine. Like, there's still no problems.
Oh, what'd you say, Lou?
I was checking out the window to see how New York is looking, and it's still peaceful.
Beautiful weather out there.
Like, it is very beautiful out here. There's a couple of clouds up there, but it's not like rainy clouds or anything. It's just some clouds.
Hmm.
Because I don't think the news report said it was supposed to be raining today.
Oh no.
Because if it was raining, I honestly hate to be out in the rain, like fighting crime. It'd be too much, especially with my hair.
Oh, that's right.
No walking around with messy hair.
It's hard to do it's hard to do anything in the rain.
It is honestly, because our hair does take a bit of a while for it to dry, mostly the back for me. Is it your whole entire hair that takes a long time to dry, Case?
Oh yes, mine too, since mine is curly hair.
Oh, you put it in curls?
Oh, I mean my thick hair.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, did you style your hair? You usually keep your hair straight, but if you wanted to try different styles, then I wouldn't judge you.
Oh yeah, I thought about it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I misspoke again.
That's all right. And speaking words is so confusing.
English and Spanish. English and Spanish.
You've been mixing up your
Oh,
words in between when you say some words in English and in Spanish.
oh yeah, all the time.
But it's okay. I know it slips out because you do the same thing in school too.
I do. It's like,
You're like, why? Or sometimes Eduardo, he be saying stuff in Spanish to you on purpose just so you can say something in Spanish.
he tries to get me to say stuff in Spanish. It's like I just want to hold back and have to say anything in Spanish.
Embarrassing? Yes, it can be very embarrassing.
Hold on 1 second, Lou.
Okay, take your time. If there's something going on in the background, take your time. And also chat, you can still keep going with the questions if you want while we wait for Case. If you didn't know it, well now you know. Moon girl magic. Thought you knew, baby genius, inspirational flow, moon girl magic. Thought you knew, baby.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that, Lou. I am back now.
Oh, no problem. I was just here singing my theme song. I just can't help it. That song is too catchy.
Nature was calling. I had to tend to tend to that.
You made sure your bathroom was clear.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, and just making sure that my makeup's still everything is still neat and organized in there.
At least you kept that all in check. Let's see. Still checking to see if there's any crime. Still nothing yet. Let's see. And Big Red is still napping right now. Let's
How
see.
long does
And
he sleep and nap for?
sometimes he'd be asleep like for either an hour or 2 hours. But he gets so comfortable whenever he's over here at this little movie theater spot that I made, and whenever he watches a Godzilla movie, he just feels so relaxed. It's like Godzilla's his white noise or something. Big Red loves him some Godzilla. But speaking of that, I was watching that movie, that 2014 movie, and I have to say it was pretty entertaining.
2014 was that movie?
The You remember that Godzilla movie that came out I think back in like 2014?
Oh.
that movie was pretty fun, even though some parts of it were kind of slow, but it was still fun watching Godzilla fighting those giant monsters.
That's so cool.
And Godzilla is the coolest. And I'm still having a hard time choosing in between which one I like more, either Godzilla or King Kong.
Oh, wasn't there like a movie about them fighting against each other too?
Oh yeah, there actually was. And I have to say, when I watched it, I actually really enjoyed it, and I saw both the strengths and weaknesses between the two. Like I noticed that Godzilla is bigger, so basically he has the advantage to be like a heavy hitter, and especially since he can swim, that gives him like the advantage to drown King Kong. And King Kong, he basically does have the speed, and he's very agile compared to Godzilla, but just because he's faster doesn't mean like he's stronger. So basically, Godzilla wins in the strength, but the speed and the agility, King Kong wins in that one.
That is true.
And yes, everyone, I use my intelligence, like my intelligence analogies for the strengths and the weaknesses of both Godzilla and King Kong.
For everything.
Yeah, because I am that.
You're what?
Because I am that brilliant.
It sounded like it. It sounded like the signal cut you out again. So I was like, what?
I think it's because this room I'm in, it does have a bad signal in here.
Hmm.
The soundproof room does have its difficulties.
And there are tweaks in there.
Yeah, so basically, it's not perfect, so it has its hiccups.
I hope everyone's enjoying the stream in the chat.
Hope you all are, and I hope you're enjoying bonding with me and with my bestie here, Case.
Lou and Case.
Like, y'all know it. Two besties just hanging out. Oh, I thought I heard something going on with New York. It was just a bird.
Who said it was a bird?
Yeah, it was just a bird. I was still keeping an eye on New York City over here on this window to make sure nothing is going on.
I'm looking out there too and seeing.
And somebody before said that when things are so quiet, they always say that something big might happen when things are a little too quiet.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I hope nothing. Since it's so quiet, it's nothing. Is there something that's gonna happen?
As we all know, New York City, it may look peaceful one minute, but then the next minute, there's a disaster going on. We still got to make sure New York is safe.
That is true.
Let's see. Let's see. And Dad here, he says he's still. Oh, he's reminding me that everybody at the skating rink is still being holed up. So I'm still going to be home alone for a while.
Hmm.
But oh well, that's fine.
Me too. Since the dads are working.
But that's fine. I can still wait. Let's see. And nothing going on in the news. Sunny and cloudy. Yep, that's exactly what it is today. And let's see. Nothing else going on. Nope, still nothing. New York, I'm becoming a little bit suspicious right now about what's going on over here in New York and why it's so quiet.
Hmm.
Waiting patiently, still waiting. Let's see, I see the neighbor kids. They're just having fun. And let's see, and I see I see Eduardo. He's just chilling over at the steps of his house, and he's so bored.
You see him from the window?
Yep, he's so bored. And let's see, I see him texting on his phone. Let's see. Oh, I received a message from him. He says, "Hey Lou, are you bored right now?" What did I say to him?
Uh, let's see. Hmm. Not sure. Not sure. Not too sure what you should say.
Let's see. Let me tell him this. I am hanging out with Casey on the stream. Anything else you want?
How'd you make that sound over there?
Just tapping on my computer. Let's see, and he said, ha ha, very funny.
Oh, that was a good answer. That was a good answer.
He's like, well, and he said, well, when we are done with the stream, can we hang out over at his house? Because he's feeling bored right now. He's always bored. Let's see. Should I tell him yes or no?
Oh, what'd you say, Lou?
Should I tell Eduardo yes or no?
Um, hmm. Let's mess with him.
Let's see. What if I put in no, but can you come over to my house to play truth or dare?
Ah, welcome back, Abstract.
Hey there, Abstract. Eduardo said boo. Oh, what a goofball.
Oh yeah. Has he been to our houses or not yet?
Well, he's been to my house, but I don't think he's been to your house though.
Huh. Mm,
Oh, and he said, let's see, what was the next thing he said? He said, if I have some alone time, would he like to go with me to the park to hang out? But without Casey. Well, without Casey, why?
what? Uh-uh.
Okay, he's trying to be funny. I think he's trying to be funny.
Hmm. You know what you're gonna say back, Lou?
Okay, I'm gonna tell him. Why not invite Casey? She's our friend, you silly goon.
Someone's jelly.
And he said because I said so. That's not an answer.
Hey Lou, add me in that group. I wanna say something.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna add you right there and there. Okay, you're right there. You can say something funny too.
See. I said to him, I saw that. I saw what you said, Eduardo, and Lou and I are just gonna still hang with ourselves. We're not coming over there, and you can't come over to Lou's either.
Let's see. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says when he responds back. He says, He said, "Boo hoo." Oh, he's so much fun to mess with. He is so funny.
Ah, happy birthday to your brother, Abstract.
Oh yes, happy birthday to your brother. Send all the moon girl magic to him.
You know it.
There's always moon girl magic.
Groovy.
Very groovy-licious. And that was kind of interesting. Some of those questions were like very interesting, especially with the Deadpool one. I kind of didn't expect that one.
Wow. Isn't isn't the guy who plays Deadpool, isn't that Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, him? Oh yeah, that actually is him. Now that I
Oh
think about it,
wow.
yeah, that was him. He did a good job playing as Deadpool, and even the real Deadpool said that he actually did a really good job playing his character.
Oh yeah, when he was like funny and then serious.
And for saying a lot of stuff. And
Hmm,
sure, his inappropriate jokes get a little over the top over my head, but at the same time, it's pretty hilarious. I think there was another Marvel character that I didn't talk about. Who was it? It was Wolverine. I forgot about Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverine. I heard
Wolverine,
there's supposed to be a movie with Wolverine and Deadpool.
which honestly took me by surprise because I was like, they didn't do this a long time ago, but seeing them together, it would be quite interesting. Like seeing the serious one and the comedic one together. Those are always be my favorite type of duos in movies or well, pretty much in anything.
That'd be amazing.
Let's just hope they do well. And I know that Wolverine is probably going to get annoyed by him at first. Because who knows what else they'll do.
Hmm. Thought there would be like more people in the chat. But
Oh,
like the
that's all
last
right.
stream. The last stream there was more people.
Oh, yeah, when it was Bursty who was taking over.
Yeah, first Steve, then Ash was in there and Queen AG.
Oh, yeah, it was AG and another special guest. What was his name? It was
Oh,
Dimensional Alex, was it?
Dimensional. Oh yes, Dimensional Alex.
And seeing those two on YouTube, they're really cute together. I gotta admit.
Oh, they're so cute.
And hearing how shy he was about like telling her his feelings and meeting the parents. When I heard about that, I thought it was the cutest thing ever.
And how the two met.
Well, especially how they met. The romance was just so adorable. It's almost like a cute romance movie.
That is something out of a movie.
It's like that classic "How I Meet You" or "How I Met You."
Oh yes.
Chat, do you find Dimensional Alex and Queen AG as like the cutest couple ever? Like one of the cutest couples?
Oh yeah, they're the cutest couple.
Which says it all because you guys should know I, Lunella, do not have a boyfriend yet.
And me, Casey, I don't have one either.
Which is kind of funny because I really, really thought that I really thought you had a boyfriend, Case, because you were like the very popular girl, and pretty much almost every guy wanted to date you.
Oh, oh yeah, they did, but no, wasn't ready.
But that's okay. I don't blame you. I'm not ready either.
But we're still really pretty young, and I just want to wait till I want to wait till like a little bit older.
I agree too. I'm just gonna take my time first before I start dating anyone.
You
But
know
as
it.
for but as for Eduardo, I'm not too sure about him. He likes someone, but I don't know who it is.
It's gonna be a mystery for who knows how long.
Because it's gotta be someone. It's either someone at school, or is it either me, or is it you?
Mm. Hey, hey Lou, what did you think of Dimensional Alex and Queen AG?
They're super cute together. They're really, really cute together. Seeing them too, like the
Oh,
way they communicate with each other and how they make their bond like a lot stronger. It's honestly the cutest thing ever.
we'll have a relationship like that much later on in life.
It honestly makes me dream. It makes me dream about what it'll be if I found someone in the future. And I'm sure my parents will be so happy once they find out who I am dating.
Mm. So yeah, my dad's be happy too.
But I have a feeling one of them is going to be overprotective,
Oh,
especially when you come home with some guy and they're like, "Who is this guy?"
oh, oh yeah. I almost forgot about that.
Because I remember one of them was like a bit overprotective, especially when you was like talking to this one guy and and your dad keeps like coming out and just saying, "I'm watching you."
You remember which one of my dads it was?
Let's see. I think it was. Let's see. I think it was the one that was like the closest to you. I think like almost like the same skin color as you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
Which is so funny because he seems to be a bit overprotective sometimes. Like, sure, he's being a dad and all, but at the same time, you're a grown woman. Well, grown young girl, but
Yes. Mhm.
But then you do gotta remind him when you're old enough to date, you're old enough to date.
The two. The two.
Like, that's always important to know.
Hmm. It was the.
And also, chat, would you guys be would you guys be okay with the fact that if I actually did meet like anybody else in the like let's say in the Sonic community or anybody from like a different universe?
Oh, oh, are you saying like you meet someone or a relationship?
Mostly like friends, like any new friends to meet in different universes or like mostly anybody from a different universe, including the Marvel.
I know we were talking about Sonic earlier, and oh, we didn't talk about his buddy Tails.
Oh yeah, about him. I would like to meet him too. He looks so
He's
adorable.
adorable, so
And the
cute.
fact and the fact that he was born with two tails is honestly very unique.
Wow, I did not know that
Like, can you
Fox
believe
can
that?
have two
I guess that's why
tails.
his name I guess that's why his name is Tails, because he was born with two instead of one.
Oh, hmm,
Ooh, let's see. Abstract says, "What if I meet Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot?" Ooh, that would be really cool. I actually would love to meet her. Maybe I can help her with a few
wow.
upgrades.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Because I always like robot characters. Robot characters are always so cool.
Cool. Um, hmm,
Now that is a dream. Total dream. And let's see, who else? Let's see. Any other character?
mm,
Oh, I actually would like to meet Deku from My Hero Academia.
that's cute.
And you know what? Weird fact, everyone. Out of all the guys in My Hero Academia, Deku is the legit one that I have a crush on.
I love his green hair.
Like, isn't he cute?
So
What about
cute.
you, Case? Is there anybody you like in My Hero Academia?
Um, hmm, I'd say the same in Deku.
Oh, you too?
Me too.
Which is so funny because I thought you was gonna say like someone like what's his face? Um hmm. What's his name?
Deku?
Uh no, not Bakugo. He's too aggressive. Let's see, maybe um what is his face? Oh, Shoto Todoroki?
Oh, oh no, he's okay, but Deku's really cute.
Which is so funny because you remember that school almost girls about how they love like Todoroki.
Oh, 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 Lou, your signal again.
Let's see who else. Oh crap. Sorry. I was
That's
saying, you
okay.
remember when we was at school and we we hear like so many girls about how they talking about how they love Todoroki, they love Akako and Kirishima, which which I do find cute too, by the way, and Kaminari. Pretty much almost
He's
every other guy in My Hero Academia. Oh, and Hawks too.
ah, you said that you find cute too.
Yes, I like Kirishima. He's such a sweetheart. He's such a sunshine.
Oh,
But
oh,
honestly, I like Deku more because he's like the nerdy type, and I do like them nerds. Like, isn't he not the cutest nerd?
he's cute.
Jack, what would you think? What would you think if I met Deku and like a cute bonding moment with him? What do you think?
Oh, I think you two. I think you two would be cute together.
That'll be so cute. And let's
Oh,
see. Maybe,
your
maybe at some point in the
signal, Lou.
future, maybe we can meet like other characters. Oh, oh, bad signal again?
Oh yeah, from your end.
Oh dear.
Ah,
Maybe we can meet some other cool characters, like maybe like from Naruto or something.
ah, meeting Naruto or like Sasuke, Sakura, Hinata.
Nata, Kiba, and pretty much everyone in Naruto.
Everyone
That
there.
would be real cool.
So cool.
And
Um,
maybe someone from Dragon Ball Z or what else? One Piece?
Piccolo. Piccolo from Dragon
Ooh,
Ball Z.
definitely Piccolo. I love Piccolo.
There's Goku, Vegeta.
Vegeta and Bulma
Bo-
and who else? Gohan?
oh, Gohan, yes. Gohan.
Oh, and Krillin too. Definitely would love to meet Krillin.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. Um,
That would be the coolest to meet anybody. Anybody from all these different universes. And maybe, if possible, one day I can meet Amanda the Adventurer.
oh, so cool. She wouldn't. She wouldn't like. She wouldn't like freak you out or anything, right?
Well, if she was angry, yes. But if she's like a normal person, then not so much.
Mm. Amanda. So like Sam from the Cannon Busters.
Ooh, definitely. Definitely, Sam. But once I meet Philly the Kid, I have to cover my nose because I know he smells. He stinks so bad.
There were these other characters that um. hmm,
Oh, and Cast from Clock Striker. I would love to meet her too. She kind
Oh,
of reminds
yeah.
me of myself.
You kind of look like her. You kind of look like her too.
It's so funny. I guess you could say she's like an anime version of me.
Mm, yes.
That would be a dream.
We'll make we'll make that dream come true. Like when you met Big Red. Met me and Big Red.
That was a total dream. Like a big dream indeed.
Mm. Oh, another character from the Sonic universe. Oh, Tikal.
Oh, to call definitely. She's a very peaceful and blissful soul. And I honestly would love to meet her. She'll definitely bring peace and wonders to all of us.
Peace and harmony.
And I would like to meet what's this other guy, Knuckles as well. He is definitely really cool.
Oh yeah, aren't they ancestors?
Oh yeah, I think when I was reading the manual, it did mention that Tikal is Knuckles' ancestor.
Like a grandmother? Said grandmother or just like great grandmother?
Yeah, I think like a great grandmother.
A lot of greats in there.
Like how many greats does that have to be?
But like she does not look, you know, like that age at all. She looks very beautiful.
Like she still looks young for her age. It's honestly kind of surprising. I still gotta look more into that universe to see how she still looks young. That
Yeah,
would be a
like
very interesting clue.
and doing like cosplay. I don't know if you've thought about that.
Oh, like cosplaying as her? I definitely would love to cosplay as her. The tricky part would be the hair. I gotta maybe if I braid it, I could probably put some stuff into the hair.
Oh, that's true.
But that's okay. I'll style my hair in a different way, and then we'll do something fun with it.
Oh, I got you, Lou. I'll help you style your hair.
That I do appreciate, Case.
Oh,
Definitely
you
appreciate.
you know it.
Let's see. In New York, still looking fine.
Eduardo's still looking bored up there.
He seriously looks like he needs some entertainment.
What'd he say, Lou? Your connection and signal again kind of cut you out.
I was saying he still looks like he needs some entertainment. And I wonder what was he trying to ask me about like being alone? I am so confused by that.
That is a little weird though.
Because I hope he's not gonna prank me, because I know he's full of pranks.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to come over there if he tries and or pulls anything.
Like he always does. He's always trying to find a way to make you want to come over there and teach him a lesson.
Because we're not afraid of him.
As much as he tries to be intimidating as much as he can, which he can't. Like what a troll. He's such a troll.
Well he can't underestimate us though.
Not at all. And especially since he still wonders who Moon Girl is.
Oh he does oh yeah, that's right, he doesn't know.
And if he did find out who it is, I probably would not hear the end of it.
Oh Lord.
He'll probably go on and on and on.
It's always gonna be our secret, Lou.
Yeah, we'll definitely We are definitely going to keep it a secret from others. We don't want them to find out.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wow.
did
We've
you?
been on this stream for almost 3 hours.
Pretty crazy, huh? Oh,
Oh,
oh, did you receive a signal?
signal? Oh,
Ooh, I
oh yeah.
see.
Signal.
Let's see. It says right here there's a robbery going on over at. We finally got some action now.
Oh wow.
Well, it's about time. And well, everyone, I am sorry. I'm going to have to get going. Lou here it has a big mission going on to deal with those criminals over there. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and I got some butt kicking to do. And Case, anything you want to say before we go?
Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat. It was fun doing the stream and the interesting combos that y'all had.
Totally. And we'll see you guys next time once the crime fighting is done, at least.
You know it.
Ooh, and I gotta hurry before they get away. All right, guys, gotta get going. See y'all. Moon Girl Magic.